Hey everyone, it's Velo here. Welcome to a new video. I'm very excited for today's video because it's a collab. We are collabing with EJSIMS. She will be furnishing this build that I built today on Twitch this Friday, so I will link her Twitch down below. I haven't done a collab in a while and I was just feeling like doing some, and I tweeted about it and a few people actually wanted to do it, and I was really glad about that. So I think there will be a few more collabs in the near future. I will try to do at least like one collab per month or so, just because I enjoy it and it's a little bit different like for the channel, and I get to of course like collaborate with other simmers. It's always fun and you get to see something a little different because like obviously, for example, right now I'm building the exterior, so the exterior will be kind of similar to what I usually do, but then the interior will be done by someone else, so I have no idea what that will look like, and it will be not like affected by how I built it or what I was thinking while I was building. So I really like doing collabs, and yeah, today we are doing that very simple type of a collab where I build the house and do the exterior and the landscaping, and then EJSIMS will be furnishing the interior. They will also be doing the floor plan. I did go in at some point and try to place stairs because I always struggle with stairs so much, so I kind of just wanted to make sure they would fit, but I cut most of that out and I took the stairs out. I just wanted to make sure there was a clever place for them, so that they actually just fit inside the house, because I have run into that problem before where I built the house. I completely built it and decorated it, and then I couldn't fit in there, so I always do that while I'm already building, or at the latest when I'm doing the floor plan, of course. And today's build is called the Suburban. I just started to build this structure and I had a family home in mind, nothing too specific, nothing more than that. I had the idea of the front of the house, like how the porch was shaped, and I started from that, and then I wanted to use these shelves as like window, what's that called, this thing under the window, and I do that. I do change these windows around later, but as you can see, it's quite a basic like shape of a house, but it took me a long time to get it right. Like for a long time I was just not feeling it. I kind of like the front, but I hated the back, and then I just kept changing it, and especially the roofing was very difficult too, but I think it's fine in the end. And yeah, as I said, I didn't do the floor plan, so I don't know how many sims this is for, but it's not a big build. It's kind of this mid-size build, so I'd say it's a small family. And then at the end, like the later half of the video is just landscaping. I've been having this urge to do like elaborate gardens lately, which is kind of nice because I definitely want to develop my skills in landscaping. So I don't think I'm good at that yet, but I like that I'm trying. So you will see soon that I start to do a lot of things in the garden. So I think this lot is 20 by 30, and this is the house, but all of the lot will be, well, not all of it, but most of the lot will be covered in things. So I do landscape quite a bit, but I put down trees, and I do this backyard where there's also a little gazebo and stuff like that, but I don't furnish anything, so not even the yard. I just put down the gazebo. I was trying to only use like the build mode items. Of course I needed those shelves, but I figured they're part of the build as they are on the exterior and stuff like that. So here I'm doing the roofing, and I decided to add this little piece to the side in the first floor. I just thought that made the house look a lot more like dynamic and just better, and like realistic. It was looking a little bland on that side, and here I go in and change those windows. And surprisingly enough, most of this build is actually base game. I didn't like limit myself, so there is things from at least Seasons, Cats and Dogs, and Get Together, but I decided to go for like mostly base game windows. I went for base game fences, base game stairs, and then also the shelves are base game. And at the side there I used also Get Famous windows, but I was kind of like, I was mixing a lot of different styles of windows, and it bugged me a little bit. But then, like, if you only look at the house from one angle, you can't see them, and I thought it looked good from every direction, so I decided to go for that. And then I use, those doors are from Cats and Dogs, and I use some flooring from Cats and Dogs. But most of the plants I use are base game, I think. This is in a way limited build because neither of us, me or EJSIMS, don't have all the packs. We both had like those packs, of course, that I mentioned, and some stuff packs. But yeah, that way I was also forced, but also like I was pleasantly surprised how nice this build looked with mostly base game things. So like, and I do think like for the architectural part, the base game is good. It's just the decorating where it lacks a lot. And here I went in and I changed the roof. I did really like the roof texture and color, but it was like glitching, or the visuals were overlapping in a way, so it didn't line up. The texture didn't line up because I have a lot of like roofs on top of each other, if you know what I mean. So I decided to replace it, and then here I do the backyard. I just fence it off. This fence is also from base game, and then I did just a couple of those ivies at the side there. They are from Get Together, and I was having trouble with this gate, so in the end I don't put a gate there at all. I just fenced it off, but it was saying that it was on a slope. Even though I tried to flatten it, it was still saying that it wouldn't place there, and obviously I did have move objects on, so I don't know, like the terrain tools are great, but they have messed up some things a little bit, which I hope are not gonna be there forever, because I feel like they shouldn't be in there. I feel like that's a bug, like a slight bug, that the terrain is flat, but then some of the gates are just not working. And then here I started doing the landscaping, and I use this rock and I just put loads and loads of them all around, and I kind of do this walkway, or what, this kind of a path, of course, leading to the entrance, and then I just put lots and lots of flowers in, as you can see here. So yeah, I've been definitely feeling like doing landscaping more and more. I've started to enjoy it. Like I said, I don't think I'm a pro at it yet, but I do think I'm learning, and I do think like it's easy kind of just to put plants down, but it's so time consuming and kind of frustrating sometimes that I just haven't liked it before. But now I'm kind of starting to enjoy it, and I really like how this lot turns out. I do love greenery in real life, and in The Sims I just rarely have the like the motivation to do it, because I think it's pretty tedious and not my piece of cake. But maybe that is currently changing, so maybe I will be doing landscaping more and more, and I will be enjoying it more and more. We will see. But yeah, I did like doing this, and the house build itself was quite short, so that's why, and also because it's also quite bland if there's nothing in the garden. I wanted to do this very elaborate garden, and I think it works very, very well because the house is that simple, and it also, the color scheme is like mostly whites and grays. So without the garden it was looking a little bit bland, a little bit boring, but now it looks good from the outside, and I'm sure that EJSIMS will do amazing things on the interior as well. I'm actually very excited. I haven't done a collab like this before, so it's a first for me too. I've always wanted to, especially because I like building a lot more than I like furnishing. Like, I can do furnishing and sometimes I enjoy it a lot, but not always. And this build was just so much fun to do because I didn't have to worry about the furnishing and stuff. Here you can see I was having a little bit trouble with the roof. It's very complicated actually to get everything to match and like line up when you have multiple roofs like on top of each other or at the same place. I'm not sure how to explain that, but I am thinking of making a tutorial of that because I just only recently figured things out regarding that myself, and I find it very, very frustrating, and I've just only recently learned to do it the right way. So I might make a tutorial on how to make a roof like that, where there are several pieces of roofing on top of each other and how do you get them to look good. I don't know, it was just a big issue with this build, so I was thinking while I was building, should I do a tutorial on this? Would people watch it? And I think maybe they would. Comment down below if you want me to do a tutorial like that, if you think it would be useful. I think I will, but otherwise I don't know if I know anything else well enough to do a tutorial, but that might be a thing that I know well enough to feel like I can do a tutorial of and I can be confident in it. But yeah, here's the front of the house basically done. I think it's super cute, and yeah, like I said, there's this pathway. I also continued the pathway to the side of the house so that there's direct access to the backyard here, and then I'm just doing a couple of similar bits at the back so that everything goes together. And here I did go in and put in these lights. That's also something I've only started doing recently, is going to night time and putting down lights. Usually I just put a couple over the doors and I didn't check it at nighttime, but I feel like that's another development that's for the good, and that's helping me or showing me that I'm developing as a builder. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's those small things that make your build so much more detailed and stuff. But here we are at the backyard. I decided to put in a gazebo. I just felt like this was the house. This was the kind of house that would have a gazebo. It's very small. You probably won't be able to fit a whole dining set in there, but you can put some seating in there, and I think it turns out very, very cute. And yeah, then just a little bit more landscaping at the back. Now it's looking a little bit bland compared to the front, but otherwise we're pretty much done, and I will put this house on the gallery as the empty version for EJSIMS to download, of course, but you can get it empty as well. And the stream where this will be furnished is this Friday. I will be putting the information and the links down in the description below, so you can go check that out and give EJSIMS a little bit of love. And yeah, otherwise I think that is it for this video. I'm really excited to be doing collabs. I really enjoyed making this video and I'm really excited to do more. I think, like I said, I will be doing one collab per month. And yeah, here are still the screenshots. Just a very nice sunny day. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will see you all very, very soon again. Bye bye!